Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys have a blessed and successful and productive day today. I wanted to hop on here and shoot a video, not a quick one, maybe perhaps, but a video nonetheless. Talking about the news, a little bit about ZenPay and how they have decided to hop on that Ripple, that monster, that beast that is Ripplenet. Oh man, what a smart move that was, right? And I got to thinking about, and I probably have mentioned this before, the power behind that network. The power behind the network, right? And so a lot of us probably already know that, you're on the network and you're able to, connect with other people on the network. But, why don't we take that another level, to another level and go deeper than just connecting? What is that? Like, what is connecting? If ZenPay's on and a bank is on, what's the connection there? What is the connection there? I heard that we all know, I think from a business perspective, when people are on the same lane as you and you're in competition with each other, ZenPay and some other type of business that's in that same business, it's going to cause you to move, right? When they move, you move, right? When they lower their fees, you're going to have to lower your fees to remain competitive. Right? And so perhaps that's a little bit about, perhaps that when we say a level playing field, that is what it's all about. But remember the fact that the move to lower the fees to either give yourself an upper hand or to stay in a competition with some other entity that is in the same space, that came about, or that comes about because of Ripplenet. That Ripple makes that happen. You understand that? Ripple makes that. Because if you're not lowering your fees, right, the consumer is going elsewhere, and the consumer has access elsewhere. If you understand what I'm saying. This whole thing, I keep hearing about this bankers thing, and I don't think people quite understand what Ripple is doing. Those lowering fees come back to the consumer. But what does being on the Ripplenet mean? How does, I was just thinking, what's stopping someone from ZenPay from calling someone else on the Ripplenet, calling someone up on the Ripplenet, and say, how can we help each other? Right? How can we help? What else can we do? What's preventing that from happening? I think the Ripplenet, I don't think I know, the Ripplenet is going to become this monster of a beast. And that's where all the leverage is going to be. And the people that are on the outside of that network are going to see it and almost have to get on that network, that Ripplenet. You understand what I'm saying? So the people that are doing it early are smart. In business we always talk about, it's the power of your network is the thing that can get you to where you want to go in life. Like, it's who do you know, and who do they know, and how are you treating people on your network? That whole thing there is going to be real. The Ripplenet is going to be ginormous, Crypto Eddie. It's going to be ginormous, right? So just think about that. So, what does that look like being part of the Ripplenet? And I just find it very, very fascinating. Don't forget about Xcurrent 4.0 allows you to, take advantage of XRapid and XRP. pretty much, with the push of a button. Don't forget about that. But there's power in that Ripplenet. And I think people are forgetting it. And Ripple's moves and where they're picking people to get on that network. You got to think about the leverage from being in the U.S. and perhaps being able to take advantage, right? Perhaps being able to take advantage of someone on the Ripple network who might be in the Asian area, right? Get that? Right? So perhaps someone from Japan being able to take advantage of someone who's on the network here in the States, or someone who's on the network in Mexico. You get that? It's going to become just it's massive. And I really do think that it's strategic, and it's very, very, very well thought out. That whole growing of the network. And gosh, I forgot again, I can't remember, but I watched a video from Sam I Am way back, and he talked about the moves that Ripple has made, and he talked about perhaps their blueprint for becoming the one, right? The number one company, right? Becoming like the Google, if you will, in the Internet of Value space. And he referenced the book. I can't remember the name of the book now. It kills me that I can't not remember that. But I remember I asked him in the comments of that video what it was, and he did get back, and he did tell me the name of it. But every single move is just genius in motion. It's so smart, and the Ripplenet is a big part of that. So what do you guys think? What do you think the power of being on that Ripple network looks like? What does it look like to you? I just think it's more than just interoperability, and I think it's just more than, ZenPay being able to work with a bank, and a bank being able to work with SBI. Again, I just envision just making a phone call, smart CEOs making a phone call and say, hey, how can we help each other? How can we help each other? So I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. Absolutely all kinds of great things going on with XRP, and it only gets better every single day. And I just think, if people don't see what's going on with Ripple, I'm not sure if you'll ever see an opportunity. I'm not sure if you'll ever see an opportunity. If you can't recognize this is the greatest investment opportunity of 3 lifetimes. If you can't see that, when will you ever be able to recognize an opportunity? Now, how can you not see it? Like, what other digital asset has this company Ripple behind it? Well, you can go on this you can get all kinds of information about Ripple and the company and the product that they offer in terms of software. You can look up and see all the partnerships. You don't have to. There's no. I'm not sure I'm getting this whole speculation thing. What speculation? They are building it out right in front of us. What speculation? They're laying it out right in front of us. The CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, said that the MoneyGram thing was just the first move of major moves. It's just the first move of major. You don't think big companies the size of MoneyGram, or perhaps larger, are not paying attention to that move that Ripple made with MoneyGram? When MoneyGram CEO talks about an additional, because we hooked up with Ripple, we have discovered an addition, other than our traditional income revenue stream, we have discovered an additional revenue stream. Think about that. It's major in a lot of ways. And guys, listen, don't sleep on Securitize. I hope you guys have done your homework, done your due diligence on Securitize. I would definitely recommend looking it up. They're dealing in the security tokens kind of space and being able to offer security tokens. But they're also looking into a corporate debt thing through the IBM Accelerator, and I think that's important to understand. Debt is going to be, debt and credit in the financial markets will always exist. Always, 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 always exist. Big players are not going to come in unless they can get a credit line. Credit. So credit and debt is always going to be in there. And understand that this new asset class will be digitized. That's a fact. And the people who get on it early, who can establish themselves early, like a Securitize and like a Kava Labs, will have first moves advantage. Both Securitize and Securitize and Kava, Ripple, XRP, all aligned. Hope you guys get that. So that's another major thing. It's unfolding. This whole thing with open finance, all unfolding before us. We just got to pay attention. To it. And I know, listen, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial planner. I'm a guy who has a YouTube channel. So I'm certainly not telling you what to do with your money. But for me, I see this as the greatest investment opportunity of my lifetime. I don't think listen, if if I am not above the fireplace mantle for having changed the financial legacy of our family, I can just see myself there now. Right? I could just hear my great-grandchildren asking their parents about this dude, Crypto Siege. Right? I can just see it. And I hope that you can too, because that's what I see. You're talking about leveling up, your financial situation. What we're talking, for me, legacy changing opportunity, generationally changing opportunity is what we have. And I'm telling you, please, I hear this comment every now and then, or I see this comment the powers that be, or they, or whoever, they're not gonna let a bunch of millionaires run around. Why? What bunch of millionaires? How many people you think own the greatest digital asset ever created in XRP? How many people you think own XRP? It's so small that it's insignificant when it comes to the powers that be and the committee out there called they, when it comes to old money. The amount of people that own XRP is insignificant. Never mind the people who might even, how many people that even own XRP, how many do you think even have 10K? How many people do you think have 10,000 XRP? Here's the answer. Not many. When you look at the globe and how many people are on the globe, I think it's 7.8 billion. I would say not many. So it's not going to be a bunch of millionaires compared to what? It just aren't. So the whole idea here is, if you are an XRP holder, it's just a matter of being patient. You got to be patient, because anything great takes time. I always like to use 10 years. Because I'm not talking 10 years to make 50 grand or make 100,000. No, that's not big money. That's okay money. But in the digital asset space, that's not big money. When you got 18, 17, 18-year-olds making tens of millions of dollars. So, it's relative, right? So 100 grand, a couple $100,000, that's not a 10-year thing. It's not going to take 10 years to get that kind of money. It just isn't. So isn't that interesting? What do you think? Do you think there's a bunch of people? Let's put it this way. Do you think there's tens of thousands of people that have 10K XRP? Do you think there's tens of thousands? I mean, just think about it. And if it's 10K, if you have 10K XRP, you could, in my humble opinion, you could just chill, go out and get some, right? Go out and get some other income, get another revenue stream coming in, right? It's always about increasing their income streams, right? Multiple income streams, and just go live your life. You got the 10K, you put it on a Ledger Nano S, in my humble opinion, not financial advice. Got to do your own due diligence about the Ledger Nano, just like you have to do with anything else, and just go live your life. You don't have to hop on live coin watch every single day. You know what I mean? You just don't. And the modern investor said 10K is a really good place to be. Like 10K XRP, that's a really great place to be, because he sees long term. He knows that you could just once you have it, you have it. Once you have it, you have it. But I can tell you for certain, there aren't tens of thousands of XRP hodlers. They don't exist, man. That's not the case. All I do know, point of fact, is every time I turn around, whether I'm on a Brad Keim stream or watching Digital Asset Investor or listening to Jungle Inc., I'm hearing about a dude who knows of a dude who put six figures at one time in XRP. Like every time I turn around, I'm hearing about that. So if I'm hearing about that, then surely there are those who we haven't heard about. Like there's gotta be a reason for that. So obviously they took some money that they can afford to lose, right? And did that. Think about that. Because there's something about looking at that 20 cents and 20 something cents and saying, number 3 in market cap, real company behind it, real use case, wow, utility, let me Google Ripple, let me Google XRP. And then boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom are coming up. In fact, some of those people that have commented on the streams or those videos have said that they always said that person who made that 6-figure investment in XRP did their own homework. Right? Did their own homework. So this greatest transfer of wealth that I talk about a lot of times, like, it's real and it can be scary if you're not prepared. It can be scary because the recession is done. Like, it's like, hey, are we going to go in a recession? Nah, that's done. We're in a recession. It is upon us. It is upon us. Guys, and I'm telling you, if you haven't been in the Investment Perspective Telegram chat or group thing, you need to check that out. Sam I Am's latest video that he did, huge. You want to go check that out. Very, very telling. Very, very telling. And a lot of times, people on the inside, they, like, I don't know, I just feel like they want to let people know. They have to be careful not to get themselves in trouble. But they want to let us know. They want to let the average Joe and the average Jane know. right? I'm talking about the good guys, right? So you get the good guys that are in the inside. They want to let us know. They know what's possible. They know it's possible for the truck driver and the bartender and the waitress and the bank teller have an opportunity of a lifetime here. Like they know. Like they know. So, that whole, I would just recommend go watch Sam I Am. His YouTube channel, his latest video is called, it's To the Lifeboats. So you want to check out his latest video. Very, very telling. Absolutely very, very telling. Definitely want to check that out. It will help you in strengthening your resolve. Because I'm telling you, one of the greatest satisfactions that you're going to get as an XRP hodler is it's not going to be the money. Interesting enough, it is going to be the story that you tell yourself, you tell your family, you tell your friends, how you persevered when old money was trying to scare you out of your investment. You didn't fall for the JP Morgan ploy of the world. You didn't fall for that, right? That is going to be your story, that you persevered through that. That's the story that you're going to be excited to be able to tell. That will make, right, when you cash out or you leverage your XRP via Kava or whatever you might decide to do, that'll be the story. That will make it sweet. That'll be the icing on the cake, if you will, the cherry on top, if you will. That is what it's going to be. Because you strengthen your resolve. Because you learn to discipline your disappointments, right? From the 30 cents to the 20-something cents, right? Because you had the courage, to increase the size of your position in XRP. A lot of times, to have that great thing, a lot of times it just requires an all-in mentality, right? A lot of times it requires you kind of drawing a line in the sand and saying, look, I am on this side right here. What side are you on? I'm on this side. No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt on this side. We don't pay attention to FUD on this side of the line. We're not, focus 25/8, if there is such a thing, right? You hit 24/7 to another level. We're not 25/8 on the price. We're looking at the fundamentals. We're becoming a savvy investor. That's what we're going to do here. We're drawing a line in the sand. We're becoming a savvy investor. And saying that we can play the game better than you, right? We're saying we can play the game better than you, old money. JP Morgans of the world. We can play the game better than you. That's what I'm talking about. That's where we need to go. That's what I mean by leveling up your IQ. Level up your financial IQ. Level up your digital asset space IQ. Level up your XRP IQ so that you can play the game better than them, guys. That's what it's about. So listen, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thanks for hanging out. I always appreciate when you guys hang out. Appreciate you guys hopping on that stream, my test stream the other day. Definitely appreciate you guys hanging out on that. I will do another one, a real one. I already got the title for it, so just be prepared for that. Make sure you guys have hit the like button and subscribe, please. Trying to get to 2,000 as soon as we can. And make sure you hit the notification bell, so you know when I'm going to do that stream and other future videos, guys. So listen, never ever forget this, guys. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playing field that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.